They just
discourse.
basically were like, we're going to make sure that nobody from Antifa tries to come here and try to cause trouble and stuff.
Yep. So they all stayed in Spokane. They had plenty of riots and problems, and I got dispatched over there with my sniper buddy again, and we were part of their observation, for reporting and stuff like that as a support element because they were completely outnumbered. It was a mass. It was huge. It filled up a whole city park,
in Spokane?
Yeah, which is 30 minutes away. So it's like 30 minutes away. That's what they have. Geopolitical environment's way different than ours. Like our citizens all take the street with guns, and where's Spokane? They're just police are completely overrun, overwhelmed. People are taking over all the streets, marching around.
Yeah.
There's very little that could be done. So.
It's weird how you could be that close by, but like the entire enforcement of laws being executed in a completely different fashion.
Yeah, I explained when I first started. Remember, I mentioned I wanted to start my own business about urban preparedness.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I learned in that time is that your level of security is based on the moral compass of the environment you're in. So if you have high moral standards in a community, and their belief structures are like yours or whatever, if they're high moral standards, there's less likelihood of civil discourse occurring. So again, geopolitical differences of how the left was running Spokane and the right was running Coeur d'Alene. So Idaho is obviously a Republican state. Washington's obviously a Democrat state. In Idaho, morals are different than what's going on in Washington.
So Idaho is only one state. It's touching Washington state.
Yeah, up in the Panhandle.
That's so weird to think about. I've spent, since this is my first time in Idaho, I've never, I don't ever look at it on the map because, you know what I'm saying? Like I've only ever flown over it if I was like flying somewhere, but it's something it doesn't really occur to me. I don't think about it that much for some reason. But.
Well, also like in the west of the United States, states are huge.
Yeah, they're all massive.
Yeah, first time I went to the East Coast, my dad was from Vermont, and my sister was going to go to Pennsylvania for college, and so we were up in Vermont visiting family. We drove down to Pennsylvania, and it's like, oh, you're now through New York. Oh, now you're in Pennsylvania. I was like, oh, that wasn't even that long of a drive. Like, that's like driving through Idaho, and I went through 3 states.
It's crazy. Yeah. Well, it's like I drove, for example, I was in Colorado last month, and I drove 4.5 hours west to do another interview, and still in the same state. You drive 4.5 hours west from like Maine, you drove through like 5 states.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There are 4 states or something. It's like, it's just a very different perspective on just, distance and stuff like that.